Most of the people that we meet, especially African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, or most of them, were the product of one night stand. One night stand.
Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day, free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah, go to work for me. And the U.S. government they work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work. Pay them taxes. Take care of me and my people. All right, this is my land. I control this place. This is my reality. You all gonna be enchained. I'm gonna lock all you guys up if you don't pay your tax.
I am a proud Trump supporter. I am a proud female Somali Trump supporter.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, we can't be black, bro. We literally can't be black, bro. Boogie, did you eat your brain cells? Really and truly, Somalis are Arabs, bro. Think about it, bro. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. Bro, tell me I'm not lying, bro.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I live in a big house funded by United States taxpayers.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course we have the most luxurious cars.
My biggest fear in life is that this man may never witness our full takeover. Yes, he may never witness that. He already witnessed our partial takeover, our little success in America. And he is the reason actually I know that the community in America is thriving. He is how I know. It's like, he's how we measure our progress. If he doesn't tweet, somebody messed up. I know it. Somebody fucked up the plan. If he tweet, I know. I know. We're doing the right things. Yes, that's how I know. So, he's old and sick, I know. He may not witness our full takeover, but I promise you that his sons will witness. Just like him, we came to exist in this country. See, the land of free men, the land of opportunities. And we're here. Yes, and we're not leaving actually. We're not going back. What do you mean go back? You should go back first. You see, if you came first, you go first. See, just like you. Tell me how you own this land. Explain to the world how this land became your land. Tell the world.
Your favorite Somalian freeloader. Hey, thank you for your tax dollar. I'm eating really good. Thank you for taking care of me. I love you, Americans. You've been such a hospitality. Not hostility. You show us hospitality. That's good. We appreciate you. Because of your tax dollar, I get to eat 5 times a day. Before, it was 80 cents. They used to send us back in Africa, 80 cents. Now, I get this EBT card loaded each month with 400 to 500. The freeloader, your favorite freeloader. I'm enjoying myself. Enjoying this food. Taking vacation here. I'm in my free house provided for me by Enhan. So I'm enjoying myself. Please do not disturb me.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now on today's episode, we are going to do a little bit of recap about the Somali community. You all know what has been happening with the Somalis, especially those in Minnesota. They've been on the spotlight since last year, and I know that they're also very tired, but we have to talk because it's very important. Now, this whole situation with the Somali community has revealed a side of them that most of us did not know existed. Now, since they were caught with these fraudulent allegations, instead of them being humble and apologizing, they have been seen to be very, very arrogant. And their arrogance has been displayed in a manner that most of us were shocked to see, because we didn't expect that from you. I mean, we have lived with these people for centuries. Some of them are our neighbors, and they never showed us that side of them. And you know what's worse, guys, is that this arrogance is being displayed or is being led by their leaders. Let's take someone, for instance, Ilhan Omar. She has been heard saying some of the most unspeakable things that we would expect from a leader such as her. Now, recently, while at Congress, she made a statement that shook the whole world, to a point whereby the president himself had to go public and announce that she has to be deported or she has to go in jail. Let's hear what she said.
But Omar says ICE is making Minnesota worse than Somalia.
Those of us who escaped places like that, the one place where we thought we would never experience this is the U.S. states. I am ashamed. And we must do everything that we can to bring back the America we all escaped into.
Well, guys, that is not something you say about a country that saved you. That is not something that you say about a country that gave you refuge, a country that gave you asylum. I'm not trying to play sides here. I'm not trying to say that either of the party is good or bad, because we've been following what has been happening on the internet and I can't really judge based on that. However, there are situations when you as a person, you get to judge and weigh that situation and realize that not everything needs to be talked about, that you don't need to talk about this situation because some of the things that you will end up saying might get you in trouble. It is very, very important for you to be very wise and know what to say, what not to say, and when to say it, and also when to be quiet. Because even the Bible says it is better to be quiet, because even a fool, when they are quiet, they are considered wise. Now, this is what the President Donald Trump had to say in response to what Ilhan Omar said, and I quote, "There is $19 billion in Minnesota Somali fraud. Fake Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, a constant complainer who hates the USA, knows everything there is to know. She should be in jail or even worse punishment, sent back to Somalia, considered one of the absolutely worst countries in the world. She could help to make Somalia great again." That is what the president had to say. He was actually proposing that Ilhan Omar be deported back to her country. And that is why I was saying that there are things that you say or do that might get you in trouble. That is where it is very important for you to gauge a certain situation, for you to know how to react to that situation. I would like us to dive right ahead and watch some of the videos that I have prepared for you. Every clip and every stitch, credits belong to the original creators of these videos. Stay tuned and also let me know what you think on the comment section. I will be back with more commentary.
Should Ilhan Omar be deported?
Yes, 100%. I say yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Should Ilhan Omar be deported?
1,000%.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely 100%.
Yeah, and her brother, because we don't separate families or marriages.
I mean, I have no worry. I don't know how they take away my citizenship and like deport me, but I don't even know like why that's such a scary threat. Like, I'm not the 8-year-old who escaped war anymore. I'm grown. My kids are grown. Like, I can go live wherever I want.
Only Americans who's concerned with the Somali business is the ones who have no life. They have a lot of time in their hand. They broke. They don't have no money, no ambition, nothing. They don't even have hobbies. They depressed, they lonely. You know, it's always those type of people who care about situations like this. You know, people who have something going on for their life, right? They're busy in their career, their family, they taking vacation, they're enjoying their life. You know, they're not concerned with the Somalians in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Only people you will see who's worrying about this is not even racist. They just broke. They just don't have anything going on. They're broken spiritually, physically, and financially. That's what it is. They don't have any. They hate each other, Americans. They don't say hi to one another. They're always irritated, easily irritated. They can't control themselves. They have bad habits. And now Somalians And the $1 billion is a scapegoat for their miserable life. That's what this is, a scapegoat. They don't want to confront their reality for what it is. They don't want to accept life for what it is. So what they do, they say, fuck. You know, it's always excuse get them high. You know, it's like a dopamine. Once they put the blame on somebody, they feel like a victim always, because as a child they've been hurt. These people are hurt, and I want to help the average American, but they don't want to listen. I tell them, Allahu Akbar. He can help you. Allah can help you. Or Jesus. But you don't ever want Jesus. You don't want neither. You think you can do this life thing on your own. Now you're suffering. That's why. And the reason why is because he's a fighter. That's it. We like fighters. More importantly, the left left us. They left us. 33% of our kids at third grade cannot read at grade level. We went from the 6th to what? 19 now? In Minnesota in education? I mean, we are failing in every standard. 8th graders, 60% cannot do math at grade level. These are our kids. We talk about economic conditions here. Our conditions is horrible. We can't afford anything as working class and middle class people. Now, please understand this. We love our brothers and sisters who are Democrats, but you left us. And because the left left us, join the right, vote for Trump, 2024, vote for Joe Trabe, 2024, vote for Maisie Young in St. Paul, 2024, vote for Tajud in CD3, 2024, vote for Tom Emma, our lion, out of St. Cloud. Farhan is here and is endorsing him. And please go out and vote, because voting for Trump without soldiers is giving him a failure. So please vote.
Before I even proceed, please note that this video is solely for educational purposes. I'm not here to attack any community. That being said, allow me to say this one thing. Friendships and allyships are very important aspects in every human life. Why am I saying this? You see this whole situation that the Somalis are in. That is a situation whereby you cannot just fight by yourself. It will need you to ask for help from other people, right? But if you did not create friendships and if you did not create allyship with these other people, then there will be no one to help you. And that is the exact situation that the Somalis are in today. Because once the Somalians realized that they are being attacked everywhere, right, left, and center, they looked for the Black Americans. They called for Black unity, right? But the Black Americans were very quick to respond to that because, again, remember, one thing about the internet, it doesn't forget. It keeps every record. Everything you've ever done, everything you've ever said will be put to light, right? So when the Somalis called for Black unity, they didn't realize that there were things that they had said before that had hurt the Black Americans. So the Black Americans were like, you actually say that you are not Black. You literally denied your Blackness. You say that you are not one of us. And this is true because we have seen some of these Somalis are seen saying that they are not Black, they are Somalians. And even worse, some of them went to an extent of saying that they are actually not Africans, but Arabs. Now, if you've been following the US politics, you'll understand why this kind of statement hurt the Black Americans. Because this is not just about rejection, which, by the way, the Black Americans have experienced for centuries. This is a sense of being looked down on. Because if you're being honest, if we're really being honest, it is the Black Americans that fought for the civil rights. That is a non-negotiable. No one can come here and claim that they did that but the Black Americans. This made it possible for every other people who are not this colored to be able to go to USA and live there peacefully. It is the Black Americans that made that possible for you. So for you to go there to that country and then start looking down on them, that feels like an insult, because they were doing all that so that the people they have helped would come to that country and join them to fight the injustices that they have always faced. But what the Black Americans were met with were insults, because they kept on saying that the Black Americans are lazy, that the Black Americans do not have unity. They ended up spiting the same people that fought for them. Secondly, the Somalis, even after being warned, right? Even after the Black Americans gathering all the information, all the evidence, showing it to them, trying to educate them, they still went ahead and endorsed and voted for this administration. And they did that knowing very well what this administration was standing for, what its policies were all about. The Black Americans warned them not to vote against their own best interests, but they did not listen. They basically say that the left them, and so they're gonna join the right. And now they're facing the consequences of their own actions. I personally would say that that was not a very smart decision to make, considering that the Black Americans have been in this country for centuries. That means that they have had first-hand experience of what it's like to be in that country. They have faced things like racial profiling, they have faced discrimination, police brutality, and so many other things that they have explained to everyone. But what did you do? Instead of sympathizing with these people, instead of seeing their point of view, instead of actually listening to them, you insulted them. You said they were lazy, because that is the lie you were told, and you called them woke. Instead of listening to them, you decided to insult them. You decided to ignore them. You basically made it look like you were better than them, that you were making better decisions than them. But it was never going to take too long before you were shown the truth. Because I think this is your time to find out. They said F around and find out, and they left it at that. I think this is your time to find out. I hope that this experience, although not so good, has opened your eyes. I hope you realize that aligning yourself to whiteness will never save you. It will never save you, guys. Just have that at the back of your minds, because it will have you used for political gain, and then you will be dumped when they're done with you. This is what happens. This is not new. This is what happens, and this is what has always happened. Just know that you are not an exemption. Provided that you look like me or any other Black person, just know that at the end of the day, we will all be put in one basket. We will always be referred to as those people. It doesn't matter how special you think you are. It doesn't matter how better you think you are. Provided you're not one of them, they will never treat you as one of them. That is a fact that they have proven to us time and time again. Say no to superiority complex. Say no to colorism. That is what will save us all. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really appreciate your love and support. If you're new here, this is Talk with Kate. If you haven't subscribed, kindly consider subscribing to this channel, like this video, and share. Until the next episode, bye.